Okay, guys. Here we are. We're going to start this, and we've got to escape. So, I'm going to introduce myself quickly, and then we're going to get to the choice. Wait a minute, and welcome. My name is Yuusha, and welcome back to Course Party, Book of Shadows. And now we are little Yuka, who is now running. And now we're given a choice. Run for the door or consider other options. I'm going to consider other options in case it's locked. My arms and legs were still so numb that I couldn't trust myself to get out of the room safely. Oh, okay, so that was good, okay. I had to think of something else. I had to buy some time. It seemed like the little girl was pulling the huge man's strings, and he didn't really want to hurt me, so maybe I could reason with him? Just like little Sachiko, ordering him to kill people. I don't know. He suddenly doubled over and began clawing at his throat. Whoa. Okay, Jesus, seemingly in a great deal of pain. Is it because Yuka looks like one of the children? Reasoning with him really wasn't going to work. He was too unstable, and if it came down to me or the little girl, I was pretty sure I wouldn't win. Okay. Yeah, he really isn't in a good state. Oh. I'm searching? Excuse me? There's a bottle on the ground filled with transparent liquid. Take it. Take it. That's alcohol. Nope. Hydrochloric acid. Oh. Am I gonna throw acid at him? Oh my god! Instinctively, I threw the glass bottle at the huge man with the hammer. Oh. Is that the wrong thing or the right thing? He flinched and stumbled backwards. His hammer was still raised, however, and smashed into one of the light bulbs in the ceiling, shattering it. Oh. Oh. Okay, I actually did that right. Holy goodness. The feeling had begun returning to my legs, so I wasted no time. Habitually yelling excuse me as I left. I darted through the dark lab, using what I remembered of its layout to avoid obstacles and reach the door. I'm out. Yuka, well freaking done. Well done, Yuka. You did it. You did it, Yuka. Sachiko's pissed. Sachiko's pissed. Oh. Yeah, Pikachu, please don't look at me like that. Yeah, we're running. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, yeah, there was something about that in the first and third game, I think, with Yuka. I think because they're both like the youngest, and also there's a chance that no, not the third game, the fourth game, where she has the possibility to control some of what's going on or something like that. I can't remember very well. It was a long time ago. Go on, Yuka. Come on. Nice. Oh god, is it another? Yeah, I've got to do another choice, haven't I? Jesus Christ, there's so many choices already. I've only just got back into this. Oh, he's coming. I could hear the sounds of someone else running, just a short distance in front of me. I couldn't make out who it was with any certainty, but I did briefly catch a glimpse of a figure retreating into the darkness, and it looked like... Oh, it's Satoshi. Wait. I don't know. I took off in pursuit. If that was Big Brother, then I just had to catch up with him. Yeah, that sounds like something you would do, Yuka. He mustn't have heard me. His pace never slowed and I never saw him disappear around a corner. It's a lie. I think it's a trick. Yuka, don't do it. Oh, I'm in control. Whoa, this music. Hello. Oh, look at her Sprite. She looks so scared. Oh. I was in the lab before, wasn't I? So that's probably locked. I could enter here if I wanted. That ambience, though. Holy Jesus. Let's go in the lab. Okay, there we go. We're not going in there ever again then. Got it. Alright, so let's do a bit of exploring and see if we can find anything. Because it looks like we're in the normal building for now. But Jesus, that ambience, calm down. God. The piano as well. That's cool. Do you know, this is the type of stuff that makes me want to get the soundtracks for these games. Because the ambience and the way they make me feel is always unnerving. Yeah, the hook into... No, but... Excuse me? He sounds like he is. There's a large hole in the floor here. The floor may be unstable for us. Am I seriously going to be caught if I stay in here? All medicine bottles have been neatly lined up on the shelves. They all seem to be made of brown glass. Virtually every one of them is noticeably cracked, clearly indicating its age. Do I actually need to leave? Do I actually need to leave? Like, that is a legitimate concern. Do I have to leave? I need to know now, game. Okay. Yeah, I've got to get out. So he is active, but where is he? And also, I don't know where the areas are cut off from. Oh, let me have a look down. There we go. Jesus, this is unnerving. So does that mean he's still in the science room? Okay, so that means we can go downstairs if we wanted. Alright, let me check up here to see if there's any way we can go up. Is it blocked off or can I walk? I can walk. Okay, so I can go upstairs as well. Wow, this bit is quite... Oh. Okay, so how do you know he's not over here, Yuka? Well, just to be safe, because anything can happen, I'll save it there, and I'm gonna go up the stairs. I'm gonna go up the stairs. Oh, never mind, I can't. Worth a try. Oh, let's go to 3A. I'm actually a little unnerved because I don't know if big giant guy can actually get me whilst I'm over here. Because last time I walked into a room, it said I was nearby. Ooh. Okay. Right. So let's have a look in the cupboard. It's a wooden shelving unit with a glass door. It doesn't seem to be locked. Oh, okay. What's in there? Unfortunately, there's nothing useful inside. Now's no time to search for shells anyway. I had to find my big brother. Jesus. Okay, yeah, he's patrolling. He's a patrolling. Interesting though, I haven't found any of the bodies around this time, which is weird. So I would have expected to find some by now. Hold on. What's the button? Oh no, it's not that. My darkening is going up the more I'm searching things as well. Oh, okay. I need to be careful of that then. Jesus. He sounds like he's in here. Is there literally nothing in here? Hold on. If I even walk in the wrong rooms, it gives me darkening? Are you kidding me? Notice from the principal. Remain alert when walking home to school. Literally, just searching is making me go insane. Oh, hell no. Is there no dead bodies at all in this bit? I would have thought there would have been one around here. Maybe. I'm nervous now. Like, oh my goodness. I'm guessing this one is if I search too much, I'll end up getting killed. Okay. Even just moving places now is getting me a bit nervous about it. Alright, let's go down here. Come on, you can do it. You can do it. You can do it. So I'm guessing if the darkening in this one is like the effect is if I keep on looking around too much, I'll just end up being killed. Oh. He's not here, is he? Okay. It's alright. Keep going, Yuka. Keep going. Yuka, it's fine. Keep going. Power through, soldier. Power through. You're doing so good, Yuka. There's nothing to search in here. Okay. Actually, let me just go out here and just check the floor quickly, because I didn't actually check it for anything. Oh my god. Yeah, this is stressful. Oh, hello. That was a bit lag then. I didn't like that. Alright, let's go down here. Yep, exact same. No bodies. It's weird there's no bodies in the bit with Yuka's one. Blood message is there this time as well. Oh damn. What percentage am I at? 35%. So it's only if I search things it goes up. Maybe I have those fingernails? Jesus. Yeah, look at that. 40. I just jumped all the way up to 40. Hold on. Let me have a look. Jesus. Where the heck is he? I'm guessing that all of this part isn't just Yuka. I'm imagining that Satoshi will be involved in this as well, to a certain extent. Poor little Yuka's sprite looks so scared. I just want to give her a hug and tell her it'll be alright. He's not here either. Jesus. Okay, let's keep going, So, he's got to be downstairs then, right? He's got to be downstairs. Because she never said something about the downstairs part. And, well, there's no way we can go upstairs either. And plus, if I think we went down the other way, it would have been blocked off. So I think it's a good thing we actually did go down this way. Come on, Satoshi, where are you? Mochito-kun, where are you? どこにいるんだよ。どこにいる? I don't know. Oh. Suddenly my field of vision started going topsy-turvy. Was I falling? It was an earthquake. But there was more than just that. The floor beneath me was moving up and down in time with the quake's left and right motion. Jesus Damn. I tried putting one hand on the floor for balance and getting back to my feet. Damn. I thought I'd done it. I was standing now, and had started getting used to the vibrations. As long as I hugged the walls I could walk. But that's all quite literally came crashing down around me soon enough. The wildly shaken floor cracked, then crumbled. And I was free falling. Wait, what? I fell down? Oh god. We're in the bunker, aren't we? Ooh. We're in the bunker. Oh, crap. I raised my head and found myself lying on top of a pile of rubble. I wasn't too much worse for the wear. Though, all things considered. You're in the bunker. Welcome. This place sucks. I looked all around me frantically, but saw nothing even remotely familiar. This was definitely someplace new. And it didn't feel much like a school anymore. The walls and floor were made from packed dirt, with only railroad tiles keeping it all together. You're not wrong. I knew I was underground. I had to be. It just felt that way. There were no windows anywhere, and based on the smell, there was no ventilation either. Yep, we need to find him, even though he's not down here. Big Brother might have been caught off guard by that earthquake too. I thought. He could have been down here. On, need to sneeze. No, I don't have corona. Right, there we go. Panic over. Right. It was a big one, after all. Maybe he was injured. Maybe he couldn't move. Oh yeah, definitely. I tried pushing myself up from the pile of rubble, ready to shoot up to my feet and continue to search. Have I injured myself? That didn't last long, however. My hands and feet were still a little numb from the ropes, making it hard to keep my balance. I fell back onto my butt. Ooh, what did I fall on? Oh, oh no, you can't. No. My underwear was completely waterlogged, like a full sponge. It squished unpleasantly on the debris, sending a cold chill through my entire body. You wet yourself, remember? I reached down and felt it, and it was absolutely soaked through. It would take forever for it to dry. Yep. I was so wrapped up in running for my life and chasing after Big Brother, I didn't even notice the wetness. But now I couldn't get it out of my mind. It's not quite the same with water. I know that much. Tears were welling up in my eyes. How could I be so pathetic? I forced myself to my feet, doing my best to try ignoring the squishy sensation. I wouldn't be able to ignore it for long though. My panties were noticeably heavier now, and the urine they absorbed was practically ice cold. I couldn't go on like this. I was going to get a rash or catch pneumonia or something, and every step was going to be its own form of mushy gushy hell. But what could I do? I could take them off, but then what? Carry them with me? Ew! Leave them on the floor for someone else to find? No thanks. This time she didn't make it to the toilet. I swallowed my pride, held back my tears as best as I could, and waddled onward. There is a toilet in the bunker, so I'm guessing that's where what we're looking for. Oh, the sounds. Yeah, look, death room, body pool. So we've got to go all the way over here, if I remember. No, over there. That's where we got to go. Alright, what I'm going to do is I'm going to look around quickly. See if I can find any bodies. So let's go in the storehouse, because I remember this is like one of the safest places down here. Never mind then.
他の場所を探してみよう。
Yeah, there we go then. So we can't go in there. And I can't move the directional thing either. Wow, okay, that's unusual. Alright. That violin, though. Oh, there's the first one. It's a set of skeletal remains. Given its tiny stature, it very likely belongs to an elementary school student in life. There's a student ID name tag halfway lodged inside the poor girl's ribcage. Great Harbor Elementary School, Chihiro Tamamura. That didn't raise my darkening, did it? A little bit. Okay, I need to be careful. I know the objective at least, which is helpful. So, I'm sorry, Yuka. I'm making you walk around with the squishiest of squishiness, and I apologize, but you know, I just gotta do it. I can enter the death room. Oh my god, there's some... That's not Nana. That's someone else. That body wasn't there before. Oh wow, look, there's another set over there. It's a set of skeletal remains. There doesn't seem to be any way to determine gender from clothing or build alone. But there is a student ID name tag nearby bearing a traditionally feminine name. Komashiro Trade School, Sakura Motoi. Yeah, that's traditionally a girl's name. I'm not going to search the buckets. I want to in case there's a name tag, but at the same time I'm a bit worried about it. There are thoroughly decomposed remains on the table here. Based on general appearance and what's left on the deceased clothing, they appear to belong to a very young girl. Her name tag is still affixed to her chest. Great Harbor Elementary School, Mako Sakurai. Oh, what if they're in the... What if there's a name... Oh my god, the screen. Look at that, 46. So each time I check one of these, the thing goes up. Thank goodness I don't have to check the buckets, though. Oh, damn it. Sorry about that. Sorry about that. I accidentally pressed the wrong button on my keyboard. There's a cabinet here that looks big enough to fit a whole person inside. Might be a good hiding spot. Yeah, we know how that worked last time. Oh. Excuse me. Excuse me. The door to the room suddenly slammed shut, and the inside of it was missing its doorknob, rendering it unopenable. Excuse me? It seemed I had been locked in. Excuse me? Excuse me? Are you serious? Are you really serious right now? There's a fairly large stone sitting on the heavy wooden table. Take it. I'll take the stone. There we go. Oh, he's down here now. I quietly and gently returned the stone to its original spot. Oh my god, my screen. Oh my god. I'm just gonna put this in a separate save. Oh no. Oh no. Oh crap. There's a key inside the cabinet. Yes. Take the key. Please. I quietly returned the key to its spot in the cabinet. Did I... Hold on. Oh, this is the first time I've ever got 100% darkening. Hold on. What the hell's gonna happen from this? Hold on, hold on. I couldn't move any part of my body. I just fallen completely limp and my vision had gone black. I felt like I was being swallowed up by the darkness and there was nothing I could do to stop it. It was seeping into every part of me. Big brother, help. Ignore that username, please. Oh, that's literally what happens when I just pass out. Dang it. Wow. How do you get out of there? I'm guessing you're not supposed to click on the cupboard? Wrong N3. Jesus Christ. So, that means I've got to go all the way back there and just speak through that bit again. Because I don't think there's a way to get out of there once you're in there. But now I know I've gotten the name tag bits, I don't have to worry about anything else. So, let me just go all the way over here. Yeah, sorry about that, guys. Jesus Christ. With the rock raising the percentage by 30%. Whoa. That was ridiculous. I don't even know what to say. That was insanity. Alright, come on. Now let's begin this event again, shall we? Alright. Earthquake time, lads. Yeah, come on. We're gonna go down. Ugh. God dang it. Yeah. And now time for squishy squishy. But now we know that, Alright, come on, come on. There we go. Alright, so now we know we don't have to go into Death Room because that's now over and done with. I didn't expect it to lock me in though. But then again, I should have thought about it because, well, yeah, it's done it before. I was foolish. Okay, nothing there. Yeah, let's go along here. Interestingly, this time, I can't hear any of the children that were with Sayaka. Can't hear them at all say, oh, yeah, there's one. Found one. Is a decayed skeletal corpse. The cloven and diminutive stature suggests this was likely an elementary schoolboy. His name tag is still pinned to his breast pocket. Great Harbor Elementary School. Hiroshi Takano. I'm thinking the Great Harbor, I think it would mean Dai Minato Shogakko. Because Dai is great, or big, and Harbor in Japanese is Minato. So I'm guessing it would be Dai Minato Shogakko. Hiroshi Takano. There you go, you Japanese lesson for the day, guys. Oh, there's another one. Oh, there's quite a few down this hallway. It's a decaying corpse. Based on outward appearance and uniform, this is likely a junior high school girl. Her student name, ID name tag seems to have survived intact. Takine Municipal Middle School, Koi Kawahara. Oh, I hate reversed music. It's so creepy. Alright. Hold on a sec. Before I forget, I'm going to save. So, I'm going to save over that BS. So, I am also going to just pop to loot quickly. I'll try my best to remember to take this up, but if I don't, I apologise in advance. Right, be back in a moment. Alright, sorry about it. I'm back now. Ooh. I needed to do that. Ooh. If I did leave that out, well done me. If I didn't, then I'm a fool, as usual. Let's go straight to the end, see if there's one more person, which I think there probably would be. Never mind, there isn't. Alright, let's get out of here, because I don't like being in a corner like that. The body pool room as well, I'd imagine they'd have a few people in there. I mean, I remember there was Nana's friend that we found down there as well. Alright. Alright, let's go down here, then we'll check out the body pool. Okay, nothing down here. Let's keep going. Yep, nothing. Let's go down. Oh, wow, that's a big dude. That's a big dude. It's a nearly deceased corpse, practically still warm. It's easy to tell at a glance this was a female junior high school student. Oh. Really? Hold on. There's a student ID name tag on the ground at her feet. Shobu University Middle School, Michi Moritoshi. Actually, no, I can kind of see it with the long hair. Dang, okay. I wouldn't have recognized that as a girl at first. Just being real. Stop reversing the music, please. Alright, I'm going to check the end of the hall first. And then I'm going to check the body pool. Because then I can go all the way to the toilets. Alright. Come on. Is there anyone there? Yes, there is a tiny person. Oh. It's a set of skeletal remains. There doesn't seem to be any way to determine gender or age. But there is a student ID name tag that lodged in its eye socket, identifying these remains as likely having belonged to a male junior high student. Takine Municipal Middle School, Kyugo Shibuya. Dang. Alright. Let's go to the body pool, because that is always fun. Never mind then. Yeah, you tell me. Alright. So that's locked. Whoa, what the hell's that? It just looks like a big bit of blackness over there. Alright, so let's go to the toilets then. So I'm thinking after we do check the toilets, something else will happen. I think. Yeah, that's a wall. Thank you, game. Is it going to show me another wall? It is. Ah, thanks, game. Right, boys' room. We're going to be outside the boys' room. The door is still firmly shut. There's no way to open it. There we go. Okay. That's something new. Now let's go to the end of the hall and just skip past the girls' room, just in case if I'm automatically outside of it, it'll make me go in there. Okay, there's nothing there anyway. Hello, creamy filled banana. How are you? Alright. Alright, I think we found all the bodies around, so let's go in the girls' room. I'd imagine there'd probably be one in here. Oh, yes, it is. Mm-hmm. The only bathrooms I'd seen up to this point were unusable. That's right, charms on the door, mysteriously sealing the room shut, bodies hanging in the stalls. But this looked to be a completely normal bathroom. Certainly the most normal I'd seen since getting stuck in this place anyway. There we go. So that's good, that's good. What the hell's that? There's a loose piece of wood in the ground here. Take it! Probably. Quite a piece of wood. We've got to kill some vampires. I try pulling on one of the wooden stall doors. Don't say that! I listen carefully for any hint of a response. Even go so far as to hold my breath. Oh yeah, definitely. But there wasn't a single sound to be heard. The entire room was dead silent. The walls were made from packed dirt. After all, and there was a lot of moisture in the air. Effectively, this whole place was naturally soundproofed. Finally. Oh. What was wrong? Behind the door? I backed away from the stall slightly and almost tripped over a fairly sizable crack in the ground. About 5 centimeters wide and 1 centimeter thick. She's hiding her panties in there. Damn, finally I was able to get out of those waterlogged panties, despite being alone. I still crouched down and removed them as discreetly as I could. I then stuffed them slightly into the crack I discovered. It's gonna be cold. It's gonna be cold. The stick. Yeah, the piece of wood. There we go. Used piece of wood. Damn. Especially not big. Yeah. Not that an Eton would likely wander into a girl's bathroom. But it was possible given the circumstances. So just to be safe, I figured it couldn't hurt to pray that didn't happen. There we go. Oh. There's not much you can do. My underwear was now totally buried and out of sight. There was no way anyone could come across it if they didn't know it was there. Satisfied, I stood up. Yep. Yep. That's the risk. And it can be very damn uncomfortable, no matter if you're a girl or a guy. If you're a guy wearing shorts and that lot and you feel a breeze, oh god, it catches you off guard and all. Oh yeah. Wet underwear's the worst. Excuse me? I don't think that was an earthquake. It does kind of seem that way. I peeked my head out from the bathroom and looked around. My voice echoed a lot louder than I was expecting. It actually surprised me. Considering the wet dirt walls, I didn't think sound would travel that far. Hammer guys down here, be careful. Yeah. Especially now in our times at the moment. I began walking through the hall once again, this time a bit slower and more unevenly due to exhaustion. So now where do I go? Because now that's changed. And other things were locked before, and I have a piece of wood. So let's go to the storehouse this time. See if that's changed. Because I'm guessing it's either we've got to explore around a bit, or we've got to go in the blasted death room, which I don't want. Oh, there we go. Storehouse is open now. Never mind. Akanaya. It's like Kansai beer right there. Alright, so that didn't work. Let's try the body pool next. Let's go swimming for a minute. God, what am I supposed to do now, though? Because I don't want to go into death room. Oh. Oh, I can get in here now. Oh, hold on. Save it, save it, save it, save it, save it, save it, save it. Gonna save it over this one. Excuse me. The door to this particular room was shuddering ever so slightly, as if there was a breeze blowing against it gently from inside.
なんか飽きそう。
Let's go and meet all our dead friends. Yay. Slowly and hesitantly, I put both hands on the doorknob and started to turn.
入れるみたい。よし、入ってみよう。
Yuka, good luck.
出口に繋がってるといいな。ひどい匂い。
It's got a smell of iron. As soon as the door opened even a crack, a powerful, horrible stench slammed into my face and twisted around my nasal cavities like a jet of water.
何かが腐った匂いだ。
Kusaru. I was instantly feeling nauseous and lightheaded, as if I was suddenly deprived of oxygen.
もうダメ。早く出よう。水の音。水があるのかな。
That's not water. Holding my nose, I stared back into the room and crept over toward the source of the noise. If there were water here, maybe I could wash my hands, I thought.
水どこ。
My extreme thirst came back full force as well. Clean water was the greatest thing I could have possibly found at this point. True, but there's none here. I accidentally kicked over a bucket, spilling its contents onto the ground in front of me. Yep, flies, get out of my ears. Countless flies immediately flew out from the overturned bucket and began swarming all around me. Their buzzing wings sounded right up against my ears. As if they were attacking me. You're telling me, disgusting buggers. I let go of my nose and began flailing my arms wildly, attempting in vain to drive them away.
前が見えないよ。
As I haphazardly stumbled forward, I found my foot splashing in shallow liquid. Mere moments later, my hand came in contact with a wall and brushed against a switch. I heard a faint clicking sound. Oh, you turned on the light, didn't you? And then... Yep. Here we are. The lights blinked on and I got a clear look at the room I was standing in.
何ここ。
You gotta remember, Yuka's 13. She's 13. Stay there. A large portion of the floor had been dug out into something resembling a pool, which filled with stagnant, discoloured water and dismembered bodies. The bodies were decomposing a lot faster than they naturally would. On account of the wetness, most of them had swarms of maggots instead of faces. Several bodies were actually washed up on the ground outside the pool as well. Those of you that still had limbs looked like they may lose them at any moment. Their torsos were all swollen and black, and everything else was bone white. Jesus.
なんで死体がこんなに集まって。
Yes, good question. The closest body was spurting a sappy mucus from its nose and mouth and staring at me with an ugly, mean expression. Jesus. Do you mind? I'm just having a look around. The thick fluid coming out of it was reddish-brown in colour, and seemed to be the disgusting mixture of blood and dead bugs. Eesh.
何の音。
Some sort of huge door high along the top of the wall opened up, and I could clearly feel a breeze flowing through the room. It was a trash chute? That's the body chute right there.
登っていけば元の場所に戻れるかな。
You better hope one doesn't fly down there.
今度は何の音。
Yeah, I spoke too soon. There's one coming down now.
何か聞こえる。近づいてくる。
Stand back. Somebody's coming in to bomb dive the blood. I was afraid of what might be coming through that hole, so I put some distance between it and myself. Something heavy fell from above and splashed into the pool. Yeah, there we go. There's somebody bond diving. Come on, get him out of the pool. He's broken the rules too many times now. Spraying my face with rotten, stagnant water. Jesus. Oh no. The body that had just fallen into the wall of water was wearing a school uniform. As soon as it touched the liquid, it began bubbling and melting into it as if it were a bag of ingredients tossed into a stew pot. Yuka, hang in there, girl. One of the poor victim's lungs floated to the surface, giving the whole scene an even more of a sick soup-like appearance. I'm surprised she hasn't thrown up yet. We can't get out, can we? I dragged my wet foot on a dry part of the ground for a second or two, then made a dash for the door. Damn it. I thought maybe that I could collect loads of name tags in there, but I guess not. As soon as I was back out in the hall, I fell to my knees in shock. I couldn't even move. The smell of death and decay was still sticking to me, and still trying to snake its way out into my nose. It was all I could do not to throw up on the spot. No matter what, I will say this now. Once you smell death, you will not forget it. You will never forget it. It sticks with you like a plague. I hadn't eaten anything for hours, so I'm not even sure what I would have actually thrown up. But I still felt like I had to, more strongly than ever before. Maybe it would have been best just to let it come out. I'm sure I would have felt better afterward. But I honestly didn't want to see my vomit right now. Not after all the other disgusting things I'd seen. I'd had enough. Do you know what, Yuka? You are a trooper. Yuka, keep breathing. Because of Maho's lie. At times like this especially, I really longed for my big brother. If only he were here with me. I cried out for him as if in prayer. Please say he's... Hi, Sachiko. How are you? Don't. No, no, hello. Pikachu, go away. There was a little girl here with arm outstretched, begging for help. I rushed over to her side. She was faintly glowing. You didn't see her in the room, did you? Pikachu, why? Why are you doing this to me? Don't do this. All I could do for her was offer her physical comfort. If I rubbed her back, maybe she'll feel better. Oh. Okay. Huh? The girl grimaced again, as if she were experiencing some new pain all of a sudden. Do you know what? I wonder if this never happens to Sachiko. I think her and Yuka would actually be really good friends. Alright, I had to think carefully now, because there's two versions of Sachiko. The one that is trying to kill everyone that's in the school, and is controlling the big hammer guy. And then there's the real Sachiko that has her true emotions. I'm just trying to think though, is this the real one? Or is this the one that plays dumb and tries to get you killed? But I think she's telling the truth about her just waking up here. I think that's true. She never had a choice. I gently brushed my hand against the little girl's face, wiping away her tears. I'd only just met her, but I already really felt for her. She had it a lot worse than I did.
前は幸子。幸子ちゃんっていうのね。うん。私はゆかだよ。持田ゆか。ゆかお姉ちゃん。
Oh.
お姉ちゃんお姉ちゃんか。
Alright, this is making me a little nervous. Oh, yeah, it's the bad version.
なんかお姉ちゃんって呼ばれると照れちゃうなって。
I took Sachiko's tiny little hand in my own and pulled her to her feet.
よし、立てるね。
Sachiko's hand was so thin and light compared to my own. Not just light, it almost felt like it was completely weightless.
やっぱり幽霊なんだ。
Sachiko noticed me staring at her, and I must have had quite a look on my face. This seemed to bother her, so I did my best to force a smile. I'm sure she was worried I'd leave her all by herself again, and I wanted to make sure she knew I was here for her.
どうしたのお姉ちゃん。ちょっと考え事してて。ごめんなさい。
Sachiko lowered her head and looked like she was about to
ど
cry.
うして謝るの？幸子。多分幽霊だから。お姉ちゃんと違うから怖がらせちゃって、ごめんなさい。
I'm trying to think if this is the real her or not. This feels like it is actually her. Hold on.
よかったらこんな小さい子を不安にさせるなんて。
I took Sachiko's hand in both of mine, turning to her to face her and ducking down a little so our eyes were level.
大丈夫だよ。幽霊は怖いけど、なんだかあなたは怖くない気がするの。怖くない？本当に？
Be careful what you say now, Yuka.
幸子ちゃんは大丈夫。お姉ちゃん行っちゃうの？
I did have to think for a moment, since I knew I couldn't take a ghost with me very far. But in the end, I also knew I couldn't just leave her.
幸子ちゃんも一緒にゆかのお兄ちゃんを探してくれる？お兄ちゃん？すっごく頼りになるの。きっと幸子ちゃんにも優しくしてくれるよ。
Oh. Her head was still down, but her eyes were peeking up at me. She looked nervous, but for the first time since we started talking, she also looked hopeful.
幸子も一緒に行っていいの？
Be careful now, God damn it, Yuka. Be careful.
もう一人じゃないよ。ゆかが、お姉ちゃんがそばにいるからね。
Aww. Honestly, I was lonely too. I probably wanted her with me just as badly as she wanted someone with her, ghost or no.
さあ、行こう、幸子ちゃん。
Where do I go with her, though? I turned to head back down the hall, but was stopped by Sachiko tugging on my uniform. She was wearing a full smile on her face, but still looked uneasy.
お姉ちゃん、私の言うこと聞く？
Excuse me?
言うことって？
What was she going to tell me to do? I was so surprised by the question, I wasn't sure how best to respond. But the longer I thought about it, the more uneasy she looked, so...
お姉ちゃんね、あなたのお話なら聞くよ。
Careful!
本当？
Careful!
だから何でも話してね。
Oh no, there was clearly something specific she had in mind, but I wasn't going to push her about it. She asked me when she was ready. She seemed satisfied with my answer and let go of my uniform. So, hand in hand, we continued down the hall in search of my big brother. Oh my god, this music! Hello! It's been a while since I've heard this. Oh god, I'm nervous. Because now I've got Sachiko with me. What do I do now she's with me? Where do I go? I'm not going to the death room. That feels like the worst thing to do. Maybe I can go to the storehouse now. Maybe. That's the only other place I can think of. Jesus, though. It's gonna got me nervous.
鍵開いてないんだね。そうだね。こういう時、お兄ちゃんならどうするかな。お兄ちゃんに会いたい？うん、とても。鍵開くといいね。
うん。So where am I supposed to go? Where am I supposed to go? I don't want to go in the death room. I really don't want to go in the death room, but it looks like I might have to. Because now I've got Sachiko with me, maybe it will change. Because there was the key that was in there. Alright, I'm gonna chance it. I'm gonna chance it. Oh, I'm probably gonna be a fool for this. Oh.
お兄ちゃん、やっぱりここにはいないのかな。そうだね。幸子ちゃん、ゆかの他には誰も見なかった？
She probably has. Oh. That's all she said. And then silently she squatted on the ground and wrapped her arms around her knees.
どうしたの？どこか痛いの？お姉ちゃん、寒いよ。
Oh.
寒い？
Why are you cold? She nodded firmly, almost exaggeratedly.
そっか。幽霊でも痛みを感じるなら、きっと寒さも感じるよね。かわいそう。
As if to show me just how cold she was, she then started visibly shivering.
ねえ、幸子ちゃん、何かゆかにできることない？何か。そう、幸子ちゃんがこれ以上辛くならないように。何でも言って。じゃあ、お姉ちゃんのそれ、ちょうだい。
Those? She was pointing at my feet. Oh, shoes!
靴下？
Oh, socks! This is the first time I noticed that Sachiko was walking around barefoot. I was so busy worrying about myself and finding my big brother that I completely failed to pay any attention to poor Sachiko's
ご
appearance.
めんね、すぐ気がつかなくて。いいの。
Sachiko shook her head.
私お姉ちゃんなのに、もっと早く気づいてあげられればよかった。
If I were a big brother, I would have noticed right away and given her my shoes. But it wasn't too late. I took on my shoes and socks and offered them to Sachiko. They were a little wet, but still better than walking on these cold dirt floors in bare feet. I didn't really like the idea of doing that myself, but just one look at this poor lost soul's shaking form convinced me I was doing the right thing. I'm a bit concerned about where this is going. Oh, but we're actually doing it. And why does she feel so genuine? Why does Sachiko now feel so genuine? Sachiko just took just the socks, leaving the shoes in my hand.
幸子ちゃん、靴下だけでいいの？上履きは？うん。だってお姉ちゃんが裸足になっちゃうでしょ？
She flashed a gentle smile at me, which stayed on her face the whole time she slowly put on both my socks.
ゆかお姉ちゃんに怪我してほしくないから。
Oh.
優しいんだね。
Even though
幸子ちゃんは。
you tried to kill us earlier. But this is making me think this is the other her. I patted her head just like Big Brother always did to me.
お姉ちゃん大好き。
Oh, her smile had grown. It now stretched from cheek to cheek, and I began to feel like I'd do anything at all to keep her happy. Oh no, be careful now, that's a slippery slope. I wondered if this was how Big Brother felt when I smiled at him like that.
頑張ろうね、幸子ちゃん。
Despite the severity of the situation, I was in high spirits. I almost forgot just how horrible this place really was. Aww.
お兄ちゃんを見つけられるように。
Oh no. No. Okay, this is where it goes downhill.
幸子ちゃん、今何か言った？
I thought that was a giggle, but it sounded different somehow. Like her voice had changed to someone else's, or someone else was here. Yeah, that's why I'm saying there's 2 Sachikos. There's the other one. Both of them are here. Damn it. What is it they usually say in movies? Must have been the wind. Not too likely to stay in an underground bunker like this, but still. No, I think this is telling me that she is just putting this up as a front now. I put on the bravest face I could imagine and marched back out into the hall, pausing only to make sure Sachiko was still behind me. This still worries me though, like, come on. We all know Sachiko's true nature. It's a terrifying one. Well, she's still behind us, and the music's changed again. Where do we go next? Storehouse again? Because that's now changed. So that's still shut. So, what if I go to the girls' toilet this time? See if that's changed. Huh? Huh? The soles of Sachiko's feet seemed to be bothering her quite a bit. As we stood there, I noticed she was fidgeting in place, trying not to stand on them. Oh. She said nothing else, she just stared at my feet. She seemed to want my shoes now. But I didn't want to say anything since I offered them earlier and she turned them down. So I just smiled and decided I'd offer them again. I wouldn't accept any objections. I just took off my shoes and handed them to Sachiko without another word. Cheerfully, she slipped them on over my socks. They were a little big on her, but I knew she'd feel better just having them on. So why is she going on like this? Oh wait, what's up? Sachiko wasn't used to such big floppy shoes. She took one step and stumbled forward. Oh, careful. I'm still terrified of you. Oh, something's changed. Oh, we're automatically here now. Hello. Okay, it's doing it all by itself now. Huh? Sachiko was pointing out down the hall toward the spot where the earthquake had dropped me. Oh. Oh, that sounded like... That's the storehouse. Sachiko, what are you doing? Sachiko nodded firmly, then practically dragged me by the hand over to the door near my entry point in this underground maze. Yep, storehouse time, baby. We're in. Oh my. Oh. There's one other student there as well. Huh? Energetic as can be, Sachiko pulled me farther into the darkened room. That was glass. I suddenly felt sharp pain in the sole of my foot and looked down to see what I stepped in. A nail. Ah, they hurt. Ah, I've done that. The floor here was actually kind of a mess, but it was bumpy and uneven, and there were but all kinds of tiny sharp-looking objects scattered everywhere. Not just old rusty nails, but bits of glass, loose wooden boards with jagged edges and splinters all over them, and plenty else I couldn't even identify.
血が出ちゃった。かわいい。
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
幸子ちゃん？どうしたのお姉ちゃん。そっちにいたの？何だったんだろう今の声。
Careful now. And this music's back. Let's check this one. There are a set of bleach white bones in a heap against the wall.
まだ子供だったのかな。
子供の姿見たそうですね。Definitely looks like a child from here.
そうだ。幸子ちゃんは今いくつなのかな。いくつ？そう。何歳かな。小学生だよね。わかんない。思い出せないの。そっか。ごめんなさい。
Sachiko just stood there with her head hung low and a look of disdain on her face. She didn't say another word. Seems safe to assume she probably didn't have any memories of when she was alive at all.
ごめんね。気にしないでね。
No, I think she does. She does. I'm sorry. Looking a bit closer at a pile of bones, there's a student ID name tag jutting out from the victim's ribcage, identifying her as a female. Renaissance Elementary School, Yukari Sekiya. Damn, okay, let's have a look around here a bit more. Whoa, there's a lot in here. There's the buckets. There's a desk in the corner of the room. Something seems to have fallen underneath it. Oh, it's a Polaroid camera. Sachiko bent down and lifted the camera gingerly, as if it was some kind of rare treasure. Then she pointed at him and pressed the shutter down. Yeah. Something feels seriously wrong about Sachiko. And I don't like it. Alright, let's keep a look. Oh, it's a stack of folded up Japanese style futons. A quick nap in the futons? Wait, we can do that? Carefully tiptoeing across the litter-strewn floor, nursing my sore and bloodied foot the whole while, I sneaked my way over to the futons. I didn't much like the idea of sleeping in the same room as a dead child, but I had to admit I was pretty exhausted too. Sleeping with the dead. Damn. She's gotta want to be in the same one as us. As soon as the futon was underground, as flat as it would go, Sachiko sprawled out on it. It was long before her eyes started drooping. Just seeing this innocent little girl joyously stretching out to take a nap was enough to lift my spirits and renew my hope. You're not gonna think that soon, I think! Oh, she's already asleep. She really must have been tired. She was out like a light the second her head touched the bedding. Don't make me sleepy now. Yep, a lot of kids as well in Japan usually fall asleep on trains and that. They've been walking around a lot. I've seen it a lot, especially on the trains I use. Nah, sorry, but that's not going to be the case. Sorry, Yuka. Ooh. I woke to find myself being shaken. Sachiko was trying to get me up, and her expression had gone white as a sheet. She was on the verge of tears. Something seemed to have really spooked her. Did that huge man find us? Was she attacked? Your hairpin? Kamitome. Jesus. Oh.
そんなこと。
Uh-oh. You put on yourself, Yuka.
ごめんね、もっと怖いことかと。どこに落としたの？すぐ探せばあるよ、きっと。
Yeah, you pissed her off. The two of us searched every last inch of the room. Me with a wounded foot, but we came up
幸
empty-handed.
子ちゃん、お姉ちゃんはどうすればいいかな？
Are we gonna give her one of our hairpins? The entire time we searched, Sachiko hadn't said a word. I was hoping invoking our sisterly bond might help cheer her up. No.
髪が目に入って痛い。その髪飾り、ちょうだい。
She raised her right hand slightly and pointed to my headband. Oh, our headband! That's right, we do have one.
ごめんね。これはあげられないの。
Oh. As soon as I refused, Sachiko let out a faint, otherworldly groan. Oh, 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 no. In the next moment, her face distorted and changed. She no longer looked like an innocent little girl. She looked well and truly like a demon now.
幸子ちゃん？よこせ。よこせ。
The look in her eyes alone sent chills down my spine. These were the eyes of someone who meant me harm, and was perfectly capable of inflicting it.
どうしよう。
I'm gonna end it here. I'm gonna end it here. That's it. That's it. That's it. No, no more. No more. No more. Nope. I don't want any more BS from Sachiko. Thank you very much. That is it for this part. Jesus Christ. No, thanks, Chief. No, I'm out. I'm out, boys. I'm out. That's it. No more from me for today. Thank you guys so much for watching. Oh God. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Leave a like if you did. Subscribe if you want any more from me, and I shall see you in the next video. So did you guys. I will most certainly see you next time. I'm gonna die.